is you want to look at your wine. So hold your wine up to the best light as possible, ladies. Try to find the light. The number one thing that you're looking for is color and clarity. Your wine should always be clear unless for some reason it's an unfiltered wine. But it should always be clear and brilliant, right? If you go to a restaurant and you spend $80 on a bottle of wine that usually costs $20, you're pretty much overpaying for that wine. So you want to make sure it's the best quality as possible. If you get your wine and it's cloudy, send it back because that means that the wine is flawed. Just say, you know what, I think this wine is flawed, that they should not argue with you. They'll take it back and bring you a new bottle. So the next thing you want to do is you want to smell your wine after you look at your wine. So everybody smell your wine.
But you have to put your entire face like this.
Put your entire nose. Don't be afraid to stick your nose in it. Take a deep breath. After you smell the wine, there's one more step. So now you want to swirl your wine. Oh no, you weren't supposed to drink it yet. So smell your wine and then swirl your wine. Swirl your wine. Let me see everyone swirl your wine. Everyone swirls like a girl except for her. Oh, and you swirl.
Except for me.
Yes.
Am I not?
You don't swirl like a girl.
I swirl like a guy.
No, you don't.
So the reason that you smell it first is swirl the wine and then smell it and tell me if it changes. Now smell it and tell me if it changes.
Ooh, it's a little bit more
Right?
No, I thought it was potent before,
That's
but
why-
I
But you
swirled
could
it
smell it
more.
more.
It's
But
not
that's
as
the reason that you smell your wine first, just so you can see like how it changes after you swirl it. Because as wine sits in your glass and the air touches it, the aromas they just open up more and more and more. So that way, if you're at dinner and you have a glass of wine, and let's say you're at dinner for an hour, the first hour you take a sip of wine and then your wine just sits there for an hour for some reason, and then you take another sip, that wine may taste totally different than the very first sip that you had. So that's just an example of how air can affect your wine. That's why people aerate their wine for 45 minutes before serving it, because it can totally change your impression of the wine. So after you smell the wine, the next step you want to do is you want to sip the wine. Now this is the step that you have to be very careful with. Just like a man, you have to approach with caution, right? But you sip the wine, so sip the wine, everyone.
And you hold
the wine on your tongue for a little bit.
Keep it in the front.
Hold it on your mouth, swish it around, let your tongue meet the wine. Hello tongue, hello wine, where have you been all day? Swish it around. Then you want to swallow the wine. So after you swallow the wine, you want to notice if there's any lingering aftertaste or aromas.